My name is Earl Graham, and I'm going to be your auctioneer here this evening. We're going to get right through this and get right on to dinner just as soon as we can. But the first thing we need to do is raise a little money, and I know you're all excited about it. So at this time, if we could have our first item, we'd like to get started. First item is going to be a money clip. It's a silver money clip. It's made by Silverado Silversmiths, which is a handmade, American-made silver company locally in our area. There's two brothers that do all the silver work. They're very collectible, and they're going to become more collectible as the years go on. So if you want something that you can pass down through the family, this would be something that you might use as an heirloom treasure. All right? It comes complete without the money. Okay? All you have to do is put your own money in. Okay? All right? Let's sell it. 200. 200, who'd have been to 2, now to 2, 25, 25, who'd have been to 25, who'd have been to 25, 25, now to 30, $30, who'd have been to 32 and a half, 32 and a half, who'd have been to half, 2 and a half, now to 40, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 5, 45, who'd have been to 5, now to 7 and a half, 47 and a half, 50, $50, now to 2 and a half, who'd have been to 2 and a half. You're never going to get nothing bought shaking your head that away. That's a terrible response to have at this time. 42 and a half, 5, 45, one more time, 45, 45, thank you. Thank you. 47 and a half, thank you. $50. $50. Who'd have bid to 50, now to 50? Who'd have paid to 50, now to 50? Who would bid $50? You know what? You're going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy it. I know you want it. Don't pass it up. $50. All in. All done. Thank you for what you did do. Sell it right here to you, Paul. Thank you. 40. 17. Buyer number 17. Thank you very much. You know, you're going to feel a lot better when you buy something. If you're a little bored or you're just kind of sitting there, you're going to feel a lot better when you buy something. So join right in. Our next item is a set of cufflinks. By the way, it has our association's insignia on this set of cufflinks. They are completely silver. They are made by Silverado Silversmiths. They're something that everyone that wears a shirt that would use a cufflink would certainly enjoy having. All right? So for those special times when you use cufflinks, it would be very nice to have. $50. Who'd have been to 50? Now to 50. Who'd have been to 50? Now to 75. $50 now to 75. 50 now to 5. 55. Who'd have been to 5 now to 5. 55. 60. 65 now to 70. 70 now to 5. 75. Who'd have been to 75. $80 now to 5. 85. Who'd have been to 85 now to 90. $90. Who'd have been to 90 now to 92 and a half. 5. 95. 95. Who'd have been to 5 now to 5. 95. Who'd have been to 5 now to 5. 95. 7 and a half. 97 and a half. $100. 100. 100. What? You know. You owned it for half the night. It didn't cost you anything. $100. $100. My word, I wouldn't know the value of them that close. Thank you. He wants it. Thank you. Yeah, you know what you're doing. 100. 2 and a half. 100. 2 and a half. It'd have been to 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 100. 2 and a half. Now to 5. 5. 5. 105. 105. 105. 105. Thank you. 7 and a half. 107 and a half. Who'd have been to 7 and a half? 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 10. 10. 10. 110. Now to 12 and a half. Who'd have been to 12 and a half? 12 and a half. 110. Now to 12 and a half. All in, all done. Thank you. 15. 15. Now to 20. Now to 20. Now to 20. 120. 120. 120. It's okay. There's no friends at an auction. Perfectly acceptable. 120, 120, sell it right here, $115. Thank you very much. Come on, buyer number 66. Buyer number 66. My final item is a pocket knife. It's made by Case Knives. It is also silver from Silverado Silversmith, engraved with our association's insignia on it. All right? So for your pleasure, if you will, 200. 200. Who'd have been to 2, now to 2, now to 2, who'd have been to 2. $50. Who'd have been to 50. $50. Who'd have been to 50, now to 50. 50 now to 2 and a half, now to 5. 55. Who'd have been to 5, now to 5. 55 now to 7 and a half, now to 60. $60, 2 and a half. 62 and a half. Who'd have been to 2 and a half, 2 and a half. $60, 2 and a half. Who'd have been to 2 and a half. $60, 2 and a half. All in, all done. $60 down, now to 2 and a half, 5. 65, 65, 7 and a half. 67 and a half, who'd have been to 7 and a half. 67 and a half, who'd have been to 7 and a half. 7 and a half, 67 and a half, $70. $70, 2 and a half. 72 and a half, 5. 75, who'd have been to 5. 75, 7 and a half, who'd have been to 7 and a half. 7 and a half, who'd have been to 7 and a half. 75 out of 7.5. All in, all done. Thank you very much. We're going to sell it right here, $75. Buyer number 46. Thank you. It's been a real pleasure to be here this evening.